Tattoo artists of Reddit, what is the most fucked up thing you've tattooed? Had a guy get a tattoo of his wife fingering her own ass, while she sat and watched me tattoo it on him. Interesting experience trying to get the shading on her labia just right while she was peering over my shoulder.
Coulda gone meta and tattooed her around his butthole to make his butthole her butthole.
You hopeless romantic.
Had an older lady come in wanting a butterfly tattoo on her labia. Actually turned out really pretty, she loved it and was a pleasure to work with. Every time I do a butterfly tat now I think of her flaps. How old was she? That sounds incredibly painful, or mildly pleasurable.
Definitely over 80. I had a gentleman come in when I'd only been tattooing for about 3 years. I was in the middle of a tattoo and somewhat, understandably, distracted. The fella pulls out his knob and shows me a poorly done star on the head. He wants it fixed, and wants me to add another star and a crescent moon added. If you're asking yourself, why? Quote, "You're not alone." He told his wife he'd give her the moon and stars. He made an appointment for the following day, a few hours after we'd opened. I remember feeling like I was waiting for my execution. Then I came to the realization that it was his dick about to get stabbed, not mine, and I got over it. When he showed up, I gave him a set of gloves and told him he was gonna be helping stretch the skin. He was a good sport about it and all went well and fine. Till he told me they were swingers and invited me over to their home to drink crown and bang his wife. I politely declined, which is probably why she got the only tip out of the deal. Almost 2 decades ago and I still remember it vividly.
My ex has a tattoo of a gravy boat sucking itself off.
Now that's an image I didn't think I'd ever read or have to picture. I'm trying so hard to picture it but I can't place the mouth.
8 ball on a guy's testicle.
Did you have to blackwork the whole testicle so it looks like an 8 ball or just an 8 ball on it? Blackworked it and left a hole and tattooed 8 in the left out space. Not a tattoo artist myself but trained a bit. Asked a master what the weirdest thing he tattooed was and he said, without hesitation, a pair of eyes on me mate's balls.
Hope they were googly eyes.
They would be eventually. I just started tattooing, so I was taking any kind of walk-in I could get. This guy would come in every few weeks and get his girlfriend's name tattooed on him. The same name, all different ways, in a diamond, attached to an infinity symbol, with a ladybug. One day he came in with her and I was surprised because I never seen her and always wanted to know who this muse of shitty name tattoos was. She seemed pissed off and unapproachable. The guy was in high spirits though. I skipped the small talk with her. Did the tattoo, let them leave. He came in a few weeks later, alone. I finally asked him, why all the name tattoos? He told me he would tattoo her name on himself every time he cheated on her and she found out. He then asked me if I would like to go to dinner after his tattoo. That was our last interaction. I had to have a polyp removed from my colon a few years back. When they removed it, they actually tattooed a marker inside my colon, so that spot would be easier to find and check in a colonoscopy. So while not a tattoo artist, I do have a tattoo up my ass. That qualifies as fucked up.
What's the nature of this tattoo? Is it a cross, a dot, a ring, or are there words in it?
It was the inscription from the ring in Lord of the Rings.
I was at a concert years ago in Philly when this guy showed up with a tattoo of a woman that had some very poorly executed features, e.g. oddly crooked nose, teeth out of alignment, etc. My buddy says to me, if some tattoo guy screwed up a picture of my girlfriend that badly, I'd kick his ass. Well, about 10 minutes later this young lady shows up, and damn if she didn't look just like the tattoo. Edit. Thank you to all the kind Redditors showing me the love for this posting. I'm glad I was able to bring a bit of humor to people's day.
Reminds me of this true crime video on YouTube where the police sketch was real weird looking. I said to myself, nobody looks like that. When they got the person, it looked exactly like the sketch. I knew a guy that got rabbit prints on his ass cheek leading to his butthole. Want to see my new rabbit tattoo? Aw man, it must have jumped in his hole.
That's an astonishing level of commitment to a joke. I was gonna say that it's a terrible dad joke, but it's actually a dirty uncle joke.
This young man wanted a tattoo on his back. It said something like, "Lisa, please forgive me." I asked him if this was some last-ditch effort to get this girl back. He said yes, and I told him this is a really bad idea, you shouldn't do this. He wanted the tattoo anyway, so he got it. If it worked out with him and the girl, she will always remember this terrible thing he did that was so bad he had to go get a tattoo to try and prove how wrong he was. Or if it didn't work out with them, whoever he dated afterwards would ask him what terrible thing he did that was so bad he had to go get a tattoo to try fix things with his ex. It seemed like a no-win scenario with that tattoo. My advice is, if your tattoo artist is telling you that something isn't a good idea to get, just take a moment and consider why. A guy I knew growing up and his girlfriend got each other's names on their wrists, 18/19s. They broke up. He decided to get it covered up with a bullet. Of course, the thick black outline of her name is clearly visible. So now he has a bullet with her name on it.
A bullet for his old Valentine.
Tears don't fall. My friend's dad had a tattoo that covered his entire forearm of two pigs going at it doggy style, piggy style, and it said making bacon above it. He was made to cover it up every time we visited, but I saw it once and it's quite graphic. Imagine dropping your kids off for a sleepover and the dad answers the door with this on his arm, Timmy, time to go home.
Sorry, Timmy, but you're not cool enough to hang out with these people.